Welcome to the PharmaTechOps 2018. On my side is Sultan. Sultan, can you please introduce yourself and your professional background?
I'm Sultan Aziz. I work for Johnson & Johnson. I lead the program office for what we call Manufacturing for the Future as part of J&J's Supply Chain Strategy Office.
Tomorrow you have a World Cafe interactive roundtable session.
Right.
What do you want to discuss?
I'd like to understand, in terms of where the colleagues are present here, what are they leading? What are their pain points? How do we can collectively help bring the Industry 4.0 and solve some of the common problems that we are all facing?
And what is your background? Do you have a project in mind you are responsible for, or to get more insights from your colleagues, or you have some ideas to share?
So what I'll share with them in terms of the journey that we've been on over the past two and a half years. So Manufacturing for the Future within J&J's supply chain is one of the 3 North Star initiatives. We like to share with them the activities that we are leading in terms of integrated quality, asset performance optimization, smart factory, digital worker, the journey that we've been on it, and the progress that we have made so far, and the methodologies that we've used to lead into a full broad implementation. Some of that I'd like to share, and I at least get some feedback in terms of what other colleagues across other industries are doing better than we are, so we could always learn from them.
Do you have actual project you're responsible for?
We lead, as part of the program office, there are roughly 30 plus programs or projects across the enterprise, across J&J's manufacturing sites. So I lead from a program office, from an enterprise perspective, all of that.
Wow.
But working hand in hand with our colleagues across the world.
And what is the big challenges to handle all these projects?
I think the biggest challenges that we are facing, just similarly to what we have heard so far, and I think what we will continue to hear, is data management, data strategy, IoT strategy, capabilities that we need to build across the enterprise, upskilling our workforce, and thinking about what's coming from an innovation perspective in the future, so we are ready to absorb.
Flexibility in manufacturing. How much flexibility should manufacturing have? What is good, what is bad?
Well, I think it depends, right? I think there are certain parts of our businesses, just like at least in the pharma, at least speaking for J&J, and other parts of other industries, that their flexibility is about the agility, it's about cost, it's about affordability, market access. And then from a manufacturing perspective, there are things that you could do that you could be more flexible, right? There are areas that you could actually accelerate product introduction, and digitalization a core part of that. But the foundational programs such as quality, environmental health and safety, I think, those are the foundational program priorities that we don't want to be flexible, right? Mm-hmm. Those are the set of standards in the pharmaceutical business that we have to abide by. It's a complicated question that you're asking, but I think flexibility as part of a digitalization is a key element of it.
What do you think about the new technologies, Industry 4.0 and IIoT?
Right.
What impact will have this to the pharma industry?
The world of pharma is changing, has been changing. The cost pressure, market access, providing affordable health care. Those are critical elements of what we are trying to do with within J&J, and I'm sure our colleagues across the world in the pharmaceutical industry are trying to do the same thing, right? So the impact is, we don't want to digitalize, we don't want to implement, any elements of Industry 4.0 just for the sake of technology implementation, right? There's a benefit and there's a value that is being provided through those adoptions. And that market access, the affordability, environmental sustainability, they're all part and pieces of what we're trying to do.
One big topic is predictive data or
right.
predictive maintenance.
Yes.
How important is that for J&J?
Critical. It's very important. Very important in the sense of optimizing our assets, increasing yield, increasing productivity, lowering our downtime of our equipment and manufacturing facilities, and really improving our cost infrastructure. And by that, it will result in lower cost of goods sold to the customers and the clients that we provide our goods and services. So it's an important element, as is our data, the ability to data capture, the ability to analyze the data that we have, that we extract from our machine layers, if you will. So there's a big piece of it, right? It's a challenging environment. but we're making some good progress.
What are you expecting from the conference?
The biggest thing I expect is making connections, learning and understanding what other industries are doing in this space. There are many common sets of problems that we are facing, right? So it's not just the pharma industry. It's a common set of challenges that we are all facing. So I think part of being in a conference such as this, you get exposed, right? You understand you walk away with some nuggets that would be deployable, and those lessons learned are critical.
Thank you for your insights, and I wish you tomorrow a good World Cafe.
Thank you very much. Appreciate being here.